Today, I'm gonna take you behind the scenes of the Nice Find Wholesale YouTube channel. It's content day. If you ever asked us about YouTube, about any tips or tricks, about marketing or posting online or anything between that, then this video is for you. Stay tuned. Let's go check out what Connor has in store because I know he's already in the studio working. Our meeting starts at 11:30, so I'm a little late. Oh, Conrad. Hi, Sparkle. Wait, I should probably turn the camera around. So we have built a studio out in our warehouse. We had a bunch of extra office space and we figured, why the hell not? It took us over, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 months to actually kind of commit to doing it. But then once we got started, we just couldn't stop and we kind of went all out. So, Conrad.
What's going on?
How's life?
Good, man.
Yee! Woo! Woo!
What is this, the behind the scenes video?
Behind the scenes video, baby. Yes, sir. It's meeting time. If you guys don't know Conrad already, this is Conrad. He's the man behind the camera 99.99% of the time. Me and Camille will vlog during the week, and then me and Conrad meet up more than 2 or 3 times a week, in person once, Zoom links probably 2 or 3 times a week, and we pretty much brainstorm, plan, and figure everything else out that needs to be figured out. So content day, which is today, goes as smoothly as humanly possible, aka production high, output is high, and the vibes and emotions are low. Just kidding. Conrad, tell us, what are we gonna be doing today?
We got a video for today. We're gonna go over some titles, some structure, flow, location, where we want to shoot it. Probably take a lunch break because we don't work too hard over here.
Definitely taking a lunch break. I'm already hungry.
We got some reels to shoot, and then we have an asset shoot. And an asset shoot is basically any photos we need for thumbnails, any warehouse stuff, any sales, things of that nature. So I guess we're just gonna jump into our meeting because we're already running a little bit behind, Damien, right?
Yes, and it's my fault. Sorry. All right, so like I said, this is an exclusive sneak peek, and this is actually what happens here every single Thursday. So let me start off with here first. If you're looking to scale your business, or if you're looking to increase output, I highly recommend you look into a skill set called time blocking, all right? It is a time management tool. It is a way to manage your calendar and your time by blocking off chunks of that calendar so nothing else distracts you other than the tasks that you plan on doing during that time block. That is a 30-second explanation of what that actually is. It takes a long time to learn how to utilize it properly, but truth be told, I think since we've implemented this content day, aka a time block, aka 8 hours on a Thursday to sit down and do nothing else but shoot video, shoot photos, talk marketing, brainstorm ideas, talk to other creators, do Zoom calls with people. Like, we spend those 8 hours strictly on marketing and YouTube. Therefore, our output is not only better, our quality improves, and we get a lot more done than we would if we were getting distracted by a sales call or buying whatever, a forklift in between it, or meeting up with clients or this. All great things to do and need to be done as an entrepreneur, but you also need to manage your time effectively, okay? Title of the video. Do we do that first, last, in the middle of the video?
No, we do that first, man. That's how we kind of start our brainstorming for videos. And then right before we shoot, we just kind of finalize it, or as much as possible, just so we have the idea of the video planted in our brains, and we could always circle back to what the hell it is that we're actually talking about, you know?
Yeah, great point. So we choose the title of the video beforehand. We've learned that from some other creators that kind of advise us to do that. Essentially, it keeps us in line. It keeps us on topic. So if you guys haven't noticed yet, I love to rant. I love to spiel. I love to just freaking just give it all, you know? Just full force. Go off on 6 tangents in the middle of 1 sentence. Having a title beforehand helps a lot. It gives the whole team pretty much a clear picture of what this video is gonna be about and keeping everybody online. All right, meeting wrapped up. That took around like 15, 20 minutes, give or take. Shout out to Conrad for being prepared. That's always the best. What's next, you may ask? Actually, so we pretty much got the whole video planned out. What's gonna happen today is a few things. We are going to shoot this video that we have planned out. If you haven't checked it out or you wanna know what it's gonna be, go check it out on our YouTube page. But we're gonna shoot this video about pallet conditions and just kind of educating our liquidation and resale audience about pallet conditions and how to purchase pallets profitably and things of that nature. And then we actually have a very special treat because we're gonna be shooting a podcast with a fellow collaborator slash YouTubers and has been doing this for a lot longer than we have, both liquidation and YouTube. And I think it's gonna be a gold mine worth of information, and it's gonna be super duper exciting to interview them and see what they have in store for us. So Conrad, let's go shoot this video. Let's knock that out. All right, Conrad, before we go out there, let's answer the question that we get asked probably the most is, what kind of gear do we use and what do people need in order to start shooting content?
So this is a Sony 6400. We had a boom mic on it, and this is what we used when we shot at the store. It was convenient, it was nice, but as time went on and we were doing a little bit of traveling, visiting bin stores or going on trips, we decided, let's go a little bit more lightweight. Let's not take up so much room in our luggages or anywhere else we go. And since then, we've kind of moved on and only shoot with iPhones for the most part. So,
don't forget that iPhone technology 3-4 years ago was not the same what it is now, right? So what iPhone do we use, and which one actually do work?
So we use anything past an 11 at this point. I think you have the newest one. I have a 13. KK, I believe, has the 11. So we kind of just jump around there. But anything that shoots in 4K / HD, HD is totally fine if you don't have the the editing power to do that. I'm just tangenting right now. Let's stick to what we're here about. But yeah, iPhones are great.
Let's see the setup.
They shoot great content. The only thing we'd recommend is a little bracket for your phone. We are a little fancy, so we decided to get DJI mics to help out with
definitely
audio.
The move.
Yeah,
definitely the
absolutely.
move.
And the really nice thing about this clip right here is you can switch it over and start shooting vertically. So this is what we pretty much use when we shoot reels. And then just a nice little handheld tripod for stabilization purposes. That's pretty much it. This is all you guys need. The mics on the iPhone are phenomenal, so don't feel like you have to spend a few $100 on these mics. Yeah, just use your iPhone, start shooting.
I'm pretty sure like 80% of our audience already has an iPhone in their pocket right now. If you're an Android user, I'm sorry for you. Your mom didn't raise you right. So yeah, but jokes aside, everybody thinks they need a boatload of gear or a boatload of gear, right? We started our YouTube channel with that one camera that we actually kind of got handy down / donated to us, aka traded for some stuff. And we started shooting with that, right? Now we just use simply iPhones because it's the easiest, smoothest, quickest uploads, and probably the best bang for your buck, right? Let me show you guys what we do have and that we do not use, and it's actually kind of sad of how much money's in this drawer. Don't judge this office, please. It's
Broken handle from one of the YouTube videos.
Oh, that's right. That was a good one.
Boom, this is it. We got boom arms, we got lights, we have some old mics, more like accessories, some light bulbs for studio lights, for the GoPro, bags, just like the randomest stuff that just starts collecting dust in here. So I think we might be trying to take it to a flea market.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. This drawer is actually a great representation of just trial and error, but also just kind of like analysis paralysis. Like, what do you need? What kind of gear? Do I need this? Do I need that? No, the answer is always no. Don't spend the money. Use that money to make money with something else. Just take your phone, grab a mic if you really care about audio quality, which I kind of recommend because it does get a lot crispier with a professional mic. Those DJIs are around $200, $300, $400. If you hit your local bin store up and you dig enough in the bins, I'm sure you will find some. And handheld phone holder, something like that, just so you're not holding with your hand, because it does get a little bit tiring, A, and B, you get a lot better angles with a handle. So that type of setup can cost you less than $300 if you already have an iPhone. If you don't have an iPhone, like I said, probably shouldn't be shooting content. I'm just kidding. Just love the Android users, right? Just making jokes. All right, some of these videos take 1 take, some of these videos take 10 takes. So let's see how this one goes.
Start a little bit further back and then walk close when we're rolling. And we.
Is this the intro?
Yeah. So basically, all right, guys, we're in the warehouse. As you can see, warehouse is packed, so we thought it'd be the perfect opportunity to talk about conditions.
Purchasing liquidation products and pallets is not easy.
Pause there, and then a little bit more excitement.
All right, purchasing pallets is not easy. One of the most important things that you have to ask while doing any sort of business with a liquidator and a wholesaler is, what is the item conditions that I will be receiving? That item being a pallet or a truckload. back to the studio we go.
Yep.
Take one, intro done. So usually our videos are pretty much structured in a way of intro, middle, and outro. It's not that complicated. It's like writing a first grade thesis or book, right? See, I wrote thesis in first grade.
Theses?
Just kidding.
Audio is rolling.
So let's jump into my favorite website in the world. Just kidding. eBay. So one of the biggest things that me and Conrad try to push for is being prepared for these type of shoots for this day, because we really do want to crank out as much as humanly possible, but also as quality as humanly possible, right? So having the right idea, having questions and scripts prepared for the video helps move these things along smoothly, but also helps to convey information in the most efficient way possible, right? You would hate me if I started rambling about anything and everything scriptless or just without any brainstorming behind. Trust me, you would not be able to follow because it just makes no sense. So me and Conrad like to get prepared. We usually, before a content day, we usually have a Zoom call where we brainstorm and talk about things. It usually runs from anywhere from 30 to an hour. And we pretty much not only kind of come up with the main concepts, but also the things that we want to convey, the things that we want to talk about, and also like the gear that we need and everything like supply wise that we will need in order to make that day successful. So here's a great example is we're about to shoot this podcast. So Conrad was in charge of getting that camera and making sure that our cable is working, because last time it wasn't. So he was put in charge of ordering the new cable and bringing it into the warehouse. And then I was in charge of coming up with the questions and emailing them to the guests, making sure that they are still aware of when we're shooting, how we're shooting, and if there's any sort of topics, questions, or things that they want to go over or maybe even avoid, right? You have to be conscious of putting people on camera and on the spot when they don't want to be on the camera. And two, you want to be courteous. Like, you want to give creators and people that are going to do you pretty much a favor or want to work with you the courtesy of allowing them to speak freely, but also their privacy. You want to avoid certain topics. You know, we were talking to a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of business owners, that they might not want to reveal certain things about their business or how they do things, right? Super important. Technical difficulties, and this is why we prepare. I just clicked here, sorry.
Cool.
Sometimes instead of logging out of my laptop, I'll click the airplane mode and then it just shuts off. So security feature, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so being prepared is definitely key. Planning ahead, getting things ready, making sure your questions are there, making sure you can actually have a good shoot day and content day so no time is ever wasted. The family Flips has joined the Nice Find Wholesale YouTube channel. Who are you guys? Who is the family that flips?
My name is Jessica. This
She's
is
the
my
funnier
husband,
one.
Joe.
We've been doing YouTube for 5 years now. I've been doing this reselling thing for like a year now.
And I had a very cushy, comfortable job as a preschool teacher.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, sure. That sounds
like,
great.
quit
Let's
it.
do that.
Quit your job. We'll do this together.
If we could do that over again, I probably would have
Yeah,
waited.
because at that point in time, we were selling cell phones. I started out reselling probably 11 years ago.
Alrighty, so it is now 5:30 p.m. Me and Conrad over here have been in the studio, in the warehouse, in the office, back and forth now for past 5-6 hours. And we got a lot of content done. We got a lot of marketing done. And if you guys know anything about marketing, is that it is necessary to any business that you are doing. You can be doing lawn mowing, or you can be painting houses, or you can be selling truckloads, or you can be flipping Funko Pops, or you can be at the flea market. Everything revolves around marketing, and the success of your business revolves around the success of the marketing campaigns that you are promoting. So, AKA, if you're at the flea market, you're gonna wanna be the one that's the loudest, the brightest, the flashiest, yelling the loudest, and having the best prices, right? That's how you're gonna market your product to your audience. The way you market your lawn mowing business is gonna be different than you marketing your painting business or your truckload business. But the key to all of this is to dedicate time and dedicate resources to create marketing campaigns, to create content, to put out photos, to put out videos, and to put out anything and everything that helps convince customers that your product is going to benefit them more than any other product on the market. So another long spiel by Damien, but you guys are already used to that. Conrad, what else do we want to talk about? The behind the scenes of a content day here at Nice Find.
Yeah, I mean, I think you tied it into marketing, but same thing applies for YouTube videos, right? As long as you dedicate the time and post consistently, record consistently, every single video might be a hit. I can't even count the amount of videos we've shot and we've kind of scrapped over the past couple of years. So set aside that time, keep it consistent, and you'll grow, right? Without setting too many expectations. I think that's another thing, right? When you set expectations, bound to disappoint yourself, I guess you could say, right?
So going off of what Conrad just mentioned is that the only expectation that you should really have while going into, let's say, content or marketing or any sort of like media production is that it's going to take a lot of work, it's going to take a lot of learning, and it's going to take a lot of work. Like everything else, guys, this is all about consistency. It's all about learning from one content day from one shoot, from one photo, from one video onto the next. So you gotta take what you're learning here today and apply it to the next time you are doing it yourself. And that's kind of what this whole video was about, is just to show you guys that this whole journey, guys, is all about having fun. It's about documenting our process. We go back to our old videos all the time just to kind of see how our communication skills improved, how our mindset has improved, how our, let's say, feedback has improved, how our teamwork has improved. There's a lot to learn from just documenting your journey. And I think the people that are the most successful with this type of stuff have no real goal, I guess, in mind. Like, they're not set on the money making. We're not set on ad revenues. We're not set on becoming like the biggest influencers in the world. We're literally doing this to document our own journey. That might sound selfish to some of you, but it's the truth. We're doing it for ourselves. We're doing it to document our own journeys. We're documenting how our skills are improving, and we're documenting how we can use marketing, video content to improve our sales, to grow our businesses, and how to be better entrepreneurs. So, it seems like we're just here making videos, but in reality, this video right now, my spiel, my speech, is actually me practicing my communication skills. It's about my public speaking skills. Can I learn how to communicate messages and information to other people better so they can understand me better? So maybe I can sell them more. So maybe I can sell myself more. Maybe it's just so I can improve my own skill sets. That's what we're gonna leave this off with. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is a little bit behind the scenes. Stay tuned. We're dropping a bunch of podcast episodes with a bunch of cool guests. And yeah, that one from Family Flips was a 2-hour recording session, and we're gonna do a 2-parter. So in reality, we were gonna shoot 2 videos today and take a bunch of photos of pallets, but it turns out we got 3 done. So great day, great successful content day. It's 6 p.m. or 5:30, whatever it is. It's time to go get some tacos in Aurora. We out. Nice Find Wholesale team. Thanks you for watching. Subscribe, like, and share.